first day, the first time that you will see him. He's going to come soon. This gentleman is one of the people that we can, without a doubt, call the cream of our nation. I mean, the best. There's a lot, all of you here tonight. You are among the best people our nation has to offer. He's one of you. He's leading this group that put this event together this evening. And anybody who can put anything together, don't you think that person deserves some praises? Just to work and make sure that we come here and sit comfortably and all the things that are going on, surrounded by a team of people, they are showing leadership. You are going to help me. Vous allez m'aider à accueillir un des nôtres. Un frère, une des crèmes de notre nation. Notre frère Victor Adoukonou, je crois que vous allez mettre vos mains ensemble pour lui. Notre frère Victor Adoukonou, le président de la diaspora congolaise naissante, et qui dit let's rise together.
Bonsoir. Hello. Hello. Welcome. It's going to be beautiful. So relax. Your Excellencies, the Ambassador and High Commissioner, distinguished leaders of the African diaspora in the United States, dear fellows in Togolese diaspora, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, on behalf of Togolese diaspora in the United States, I would like to express my gratitude to every single person, delegation or mission for joining us for this special occasion to celebrate the Independence Day of our homeland, Togo. Your presence here confirms us your attachment to our culture and your willingness to help us build a flourishing Togolese community in the United States. Allow me to send a special thanks to our executive board, the planning committee, and everyone involved in any kind of activity to make this event happen this afternoon. I want you all to know that this event may not be possible without your tireless efforts. I am very proud of you. Thanks for your patriotism. Please, let's give them a round of applause. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, on April 27, 1960, Togo obtained its independence, and today remind us the bloody sacrifices of men and women who fought for our freedom and shaped our current existence. Today we are coming together to express our gratitude to them and reflect upon our own responsibility to shape the life of the next generation. To them we owe everything we have today. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, while we gather here today, many are questioning why do we come celebrating the Independence Day of Togo, while many of Africa are still suffering, and while some of our compatriots are in any kind of issues right now. But I would like to answer them that not commemorating our Independence Day is like erasing the memories of those who gave their to give us what we have today. Also, let me add that the independence for me is not a giving, it's a process. And it's up to each person, each citizen to fight for their country to improve what our founding fathers left for us. It's a shared responsibility. If citizens forget this principle, I think they are submitting themselves to domination. Je voudrais l'exprimer en français pour que vous me compreniez. Parce que à l'heure où nous sommes ici actuellement, il y a des gens qui ne comprennent pas l'importance de nous mettre ensemble pour célébrer notre indépendance. Et je suis en train de vous faire savoir que ne pas le faire, c'est comme si nous insultons la mémoire de ceux qui ont donné leur vie, ceux qui ont combattu pour notre liberté et ceux qui nous ont donné ce que nous avons aujourd'hui et qui ne nous suffit pas. L'indépendance n'est pas une chose donnée, c'est un processus. Et chaque individu, chaque citoyen doit se battre pour améliorer ce que nos ancêtres ont laissé pour nous comme héritage. Et donc, votre présence ici ce soir, c'est un signe qui nous montre que vous êtes attachés, vous êtes déterminés à vous battre pour que nous puissions améliorer ce qu'ils nous ont laissé. What we need to be done today, we should ask ourselves some questions. How should we do it? What kind of Togo do we want to leave to our children? What kind of Togolese community do we want to have in the United States? We are very lucky to live in the greatest country on the earth, the United States. What are we doing about this opportunity? These are some questions that I would like you guys to think about. The future we have been waiting for in the past is today. We don't have any excuse to give to the next generation. We don't have any word to tell them because I did not act, I did not do my job because this was in power or this was that. We don't have any excuse to give. So ask yourself some questions. What are we doing about your life? What are you doing about what God gave to you to improve what we have to get your word out? Mesdames et messieurs, je voudrais vous demander de réfléchir sur ces questions. Que faites-vous? Que faisons-nous pour améliorer ce que nos ancêtres nous ont laissé? Nous avons la chance de vivre aux États-Unis, le plus grand pays sur la terre. Que vous le contestez ou pas, les États-Unis c'est le plus grand pays sur la terre. Qu'est-ce que chacun de nous fait de cette opportunité pour améliorer le quotidien de notre communauté ici, pour améliorer le quotidien de nos parents laissés au pays, pour améliorer le quotidien de l'Afrique tout entière? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, as we gather here today, our continent, our country, and even our community face some challenges. One concerns is instability and dictatorship in Africa, democracy and social justice in our country, access to higher education and decent employment for our community here in the United States. We always cite everything, but we forget one essential and important thing that we need to fight for: our currency, the franc CFA. For those who may not know, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, CFA originally means colony of France in Africa. The franc CFA is the colonial currency created in 1945 to sustain then the economy of France, which came out of weakening after the Second World War. This currency is applied to 14 African countries. a population of almost 150 million. Given the condition attached to franc CFA, we do not believe that any franc CFA used country can achieve its development in this 21st century. Do you know that right now that we are speaking here, franc CFA is manufactured in France or in the Chevalier? Do you know who determines the amount of money to send to each of our countries? Do you know that the European Union through France is the only one to decide to inflate or to deflate the franc CFA? Do you know that France has a veto power on franc CFA? Which group of countries made of 115 million people in 21st century cannot control its own money, its own currency? The use of franc CFA is obstructing our country's economic effort and therefore the whole African continental effort to its own development. Because of, if you cannot control your currency, you cannot control your budget. And if you cannot control your budget, you cannot plan your development. And if you don't have any plan for your development, you just spin around and there's no any way to improve the life of your people. Mesdames et messieurs, je veux vous attirer votre attention sur un fait, sur un problème sur lequel nous réfléchissons chaque fois sans même y mentionner. La monnaie que nous utilisons en Afrique, on appelle le franc CFA, c'est une monnaie coloniale qui ne peut pas nous permettre de nous développer. Un point, un trait. Je ne sais pas si j'aurai cette occasion un jour, mais je veux profiter de cette occasion pour vous dire que nous avons une grande lutte à mener. Au lieu de nous plaire, de nous déplaire, au lieu de nous plaindre, comme nos ancêtres se sont levés pour se battre pour avoir une portion de terre que nous appelons aujourd'hui le Togo, ou bien une portion d'Afrique que nous appelons l'Afrique francophone, de la même manière que nous aussi nous pouvons nous battre pour libérer économiquement notre pays et libérer toute l'Afrique. Et le franc CFA, n'en déplaise à la France, que j'aime bien, j'aime beaucoup les Français, mais le franc CFA ne nous permettra jamais de nous développer si nous ne nous réveillons pas en tant qu'individus, en tant que citoyens, pour mettre fin à cette monnaie anti-développement. We in Togolese diaspora in the United States, we would like to join our efforts with anyone, any African diaspora community to raise our voice and take our fight to end this colonial and anti-development currency. This currency is killing our country's effort through its development. It's generating and amplifying poverty in Africa. It is killing slowly our people back home. It's even affecting our well-being here in the United States because we are obliged to send money all the time to help our people living. Because poverty in Africa compels us to send money to our people every day, that affects also our saving and therefore our welfare in the United States. Poverty is what is crushing many intellectuals of Africa. I am not encouraging brain draining, but I also think that it's better to have the brain drain than to have brain dead. I would feel sorrier for people with high education and the skills to die of hunger and poverty while they can be useful elsewhere. So, je ne suis pas en train d'encourager l'immigration clandestine plutôt, mais je suis en train de dire que je préfère voir les gens immigrer clandestinement que de les voir mourir parce qu'ils ont faim, ils ont de la connaissance et ils ne peuvent même pas trouver le pain de la journée. Et donc, être ici, que vous ayez le papier ou pas, moi je suis en train de vous jeter des fleurs parce que, au moins, par votre intermédiaire, vous-même vous pouvez vivre et au moins nourrir une personne en Afrique. Let's come together and think of action and strategies to come up with our own currency. Let's rise together for our unique African currency. Let's be the master of our own economy. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, other issues we can solve if we come together. For example, the right to vote of Togolese diaspora. The right to vote of Togolese live outside of Togo's limits or borders. As you all know, 1 in 3 Togolese live outside of Togo with a contribution of more than $350 million in 2015, exceeding that of all international aid. Whatever we send through Western Union is more than the combined development aid that the United States, European, France, China, everything that is sent to Togo, we send more than them. However, not only we don't vote, but also we are not even represented in the parliament. We are not represented in the government. Nobody knows that we exist. And nobody will know until yourself rise and claim and tell people that you are existing. We in the diaspora, we have started talking about these issues. We have sent out memorandum, letters, and all documents to the government, to the parliament, and to partners to help pledge our cause to grant us at least our fundamental rights to vote. We want to vote, and we should, as Togolese, we should, wherever we are, we should have that opportunity to vote like Senegalese, people from Benin, Mali, Nigeria, Ghana, everybody is voting. We have also to vote, and I'm taking my word as the government to grant us this right to vote also wherever we are or today as Togolese. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to finish, I'm not saying that today we can solve every issues or challenges we face in Africa or every issues in Togolese diaspora community in the United States, but I'm just telling you that we must try. We must try and we must stop complaining, waiting for others to do whatever we need to get. It's a common responsibility and we have to rise and fight together. Je voudrais vous dire que c'est une responsabilité partagée et nous ne devons pas attendre X ou Y, même pas le gouvernement ni l'opposition de faire ce que nous voulons pour nous-mêmes, parce que la clé de la solution se trouve dans notre propre main et chaque individu peut apporter sa contribution pour avoir le Togo et la communauté togolaise que vous voulez avoir dans le monde. Everybody can do something. We must think and work together. We must stand as one. Let's make our diversity be an asset for our well-being. Let's rise together. If I may be allowed, I would suggest that whenever you meet your fellow Togolese, let not ask questions about origin. Questions such as, what part of Togo are you from? Which village? Which family? We must stop prejudgment based on the origin, because none chose the place of his or her birth. We are all the same, and this goes also for all Africans. We are African, and it's up to us to work to embellish our image through our individual behavior. Nous ne devons pas nous baser sur les considérations ethniques, considérations d'ordre de village, de famille. Nous sommes tous des Togolais, nous sommes un. Nous sommes tous des Africains, nous sommes tous des Africains, nous sommes un. Nous devons nous mettre ensemble comme nos ancêtres, comme les Nkrumahs, les Dogo-Kenyata se sont mis ensemble pour libérer la terre. Et c'est à nous maintenant de nous mettre ensemble pour libérer l'économie. Et c'est une responsabilité qui vous engage, qui m'engage. Et nous devons à chacun nous mettre pour pouvoir aboutir à cet objectif. As President Obama once said, We cannot solve all the challenges of our time unless we solve them together. Unless we perfect our union by understanding that we have different stories, but we hold common hope. That we may not look the same, and we may not have come from the same place, but we all want to move in the same direction toward a better future for our children and grandchildren. As immigrants, we believe that to succeed in this country, we need to encourage each other to get a good education, appropriate training to meet today's job market requirements. We believe that we can also achieve the American dream by promoting solidarity, unity, and hard-working behavior. For example, as you may know, we are officially more than 20,000 Togolese in the United States. Imagine if each of us could give 100, we will have $2 million deposited in the bank. This money can create a guarantee fund, a lifetime deposit to give each Togolese easy access to bank loan with lower interest rates for borrowers. If we can have a deposit fund, this program not only will help the first home buyers, but also that will boost the entrepreneurship in our community. And by being entrepreneur, we will create jobs, we will hire people, and our community will be better. There are a lot of things we can achieve if only we come together. We have many projects like that for our community. The only thing that means to get this done, who knows it? It's you. It's you to come together to join this moment. You have to get together to join this group that we call Togolese Diaspora in the United States. This group does not forbid you guys to belong to small associations, but as Togolese, we have to come together as one people to think of ways to improve our life in this country. Je voudrais vous demander, quelle qu'en soit votre appartenance, quelle qu'en soit votre ethnie, quel qu'en soit le groupe dans lequel vous appartenez aujourd'hui comme association, que vous ayez d'association ou pas. La diaspora togolaise aux États-Unis, c'est un groupe plutôt inclusif qui ne va pas à l'encontre des autres associations, au contraire, les renforce, les encourage d'exister et pour que nous puissions ensemble réfléchir sur les voies et moyens pour améliorer notre quotidien aux États-Unis. In a nutshell, I will say the greatness of a country is not determined by its size or the number of its population, but by the hard work and the creativity of their people. You know, some small countries which are very powerful, Luxembourg, Switzerland, even in Africa, Mauritius is going far, but we are falling back. We can do something. It's not about size, it's not about people, the number of people, it's about this. And as we live in the United States, we should not only just focus on the work to make money, but also we should open our mind to learn something that we can give back to our community or to our country. So from today, I know some are doing it, we should go back to school. If you are not yet done it, you should go back to school, you should learn, and we should have some knowledge to get back to our country. So, therefore, if we come together, we can work and make our country and our continent great. And yes, we can. Yes, we will. So you repeat with me if I finish. The greatness of a country is not determined by its size or by the number of its population, but the hard working and creativity of their people. Therefore, if we come together, we can work and make our country and the continent great. Yes, we can. And yes, we will. Just look around us. Look look at the organization of Ethiopian, Jews, Sweden, Indian, Chinese, can we also stop complaining, just talking, denying our own community, and come together as one people to think about strategies to achieve our American dream? Yes, we can, and yes, we will. As we all know, if safer, it's going to take too long, even forever, for our continent or for our country to be developed. If you and I can rise together, by next year, I'm very hopeful, by next year, or by 2 or 3, this entire development currency can be replaced by a new African currency. Yes, we can, and yes, we will. Ladies and gentlemen, there's almost nothing we cannot achieve if we come together. So for our individual and collective striving, let's rise together. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. Let's do it. Yes, we can. Yes, we will. God bless the United States of America. God bless Togo. God bless Africa.